There are many options to do the Moray circuit and the MARAS salt mines in one day from Cusco. However, there are four most common to visit: the gigantic concentric terraces of Moray, which were a great Inca agricultural experimentation center, and on the other hand, the natural wonder, the salt mines of MARAS, where salt is extracted from pre-Inca times until now by the inhabitants of the area. You can choose to do it by tourist bus, ATVs, paragliding included, or on your own. Here we have the options. Option 1. Do it by tourist bus. Doing it by tourist bus is the most traditional way to visit the tourist attractions of Moray and SALINERAS. The circuit begins with a pickup of tourists from their respective hotels starting at 8 in the morning, to then go to Moray and then to the salt mines. After that, the house of the ANDEAN weavers of Chincheros is commonly visited, or other places, in order to return to the city of Cusco at 2 in the afternoon. Option 2. Do it with ATVs. This is a more exciting way to do the Moray SALINERAS circuit, since it is loaded with a lot of adrenaline, since part of the tour is done on ATVs. This trip begins with a pickup of passengers from their hotels at 7 a.m. In the first section, the bus takes them to the base camp to receive instructions on how the ATVs are handled and the respective tests of the machines. In this part, it should be noted that most ATVs are between automatics and semi-automatics. Doing it on ATVs will give you a little more freedom to make stops at viewpoints or alternate this circuit with other attractions. And then you have to return to the base camp, and after that to the city of Cusco, which ends at 2 in the afternoon. Option 3. Do it with paragliding. Doing it with paragliding is the one with the greatest adrenaline if you want to include having a bird's-eye view. This trip also begins with a pickup of tourists from their hotels and transfer them to the sacred mountain, where the pilot will give them the guideline techniques for paragliding management. At the same point, you will be given the equipment to carry out this fantastic experience, which will be loaded with spectacular views such as the sacred valley of the Incas and its snow-capped mountains, then the trip to Moray and the salt mines, to later take them back to the city of Cusco. And the point to emphasize is that the paragliding adventure depends on the good weather to start, otherwise we have to wait as long as necessary to carry out the flight practices. It is necessary to have time, since this sport depends on the climatic factor. Option 4. Do it on your own. Going on your own to MARAS and the salt mines is quite an adventure, for which a full day is required, because in this particular way of doing it, since the journey is long, you must stop at each site of interest. In addition, the public transport from one place to another is almost not existent. An optional, though a bit complicated, is to go by bus from Cusco to Chincheros or Urubamba. At these points, you will have to take a taxi that will take you to Moray and the salt mines and back to the same points. And finally, wait for the public buses to return to the city of Cusco. Remember that if you have any particular question, you can write to our corporate WhatsApp. Our staff will assist you immediately. See you in a next video.